So it is done then. Gwynfan has his wish, and his clan is now greater than ever. Perhaps even greater than the Broadbeams and Firebeards combined. He celebrates as though we have nothing to fear, but that is not so. Although we have acquired 3 of the 7 Dwarven Rings of Power, how they have come into our possession has caused bitterness between us and all the free peoples of Middle-earth. I do fear that they may see us as a threat and move against us, although for now they may just sit back and wait and see what happens. I believe if they are not provoked, they shall leave us at peace. For now, however, we must again look to our own. The rise of the Grimborn has caused fighting to break out in the mountain halls of Thorin's halls and Farm Gothel. I speak of all grim news, but not all is bad. For all the hatred we have with Agmar, we have made an unlikely ally with them. If war does break out with the free peoples, at least we will not have to worry about them anymore. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Ered Luin campaign. Just a little side note, I did watch the last episode before uploading it, and I realised that the game volume wasn't working. That obviously has now been fixed. My OBS once again playing its old tricks, deciding that my mic was non-existent. My headset, sorry. So, what happened in the last episode? We didn't do much in terms of conquest. We took Feurost, which is excellent for our economy. But then the script happened, and as you saw, we chose to side with the Grimborn. This is going to cause me a lot of issues. We're going to be... I'll even deal in which one Ragnar now. We did that in the last episode as well. The High Elves will probably declare war on us soon enough. We probably will have an event message pop up. But by that time, we should have Thorin's halls completely defended with a fantastic little army. We do have our diplomat, Harad, moving towards Moria to get the alliance with the Dwarves of Moria and hopefully get to Erebor in time so that we don't get attacked by the Dwarves. We just kind of want to concentrate in the next few turns, probably on the elves of... Yeah, the high elves, I should say. But I think we are at an end turn. Classic start of every video, we are at an end turn. We can, because of our alliance with Agmar, which is fantastic for us, the northern borders are secure, so Feurost can be a little moneymaker for us, which is brilliant news. Thorin's halls will build the barracks in 3 turns, so let's try and see if we can get some money in some of our regions. Let's go for this year. This will increase our money by quite a bit. Quite a bit indeed. Oh, as this, we have Masters Mason Hall as well, which is fantastic. Yeah, we'll just try and build up our economy a bit more until that is the barracks here is done. Maybe save actually a few turns to get all the units in straight away. We are building some army stuff around. Why are we building it to upgrade our... Why did I build the pipe hole? I can't remember why I was doing that. We don't need the pipe hole. Steelmongers I'd go for. Strange. There probably was a reason, I completely forgot about it. Okay, that's building that, which is fantastic. But without further ado, let us just end the first turn. So return to Mordor. That's cool. New mission, Dominion of Isengard. Yes, I'm quite close to that, actually.
Awaiting your command.
Oh, wow. Are they at war with the... with Isengard? They are at war with Lothlorien. I seem to be doing quite a good job of it.
I am a king.
We get that then.
Something I can do for you?
Let's get trade rights. Let's get map for map, I think. We should accept. Only barely though, but they still accepted it. Thought I reached. And we get a new Dwarven Labourer. Wow, fantastic. That's just what we didn't really need. But more Labourers will help us, probably in the wars to come. Because they can actually hold off quite well on their own. Right, he's come back here. And so is his cavalry unit to be retrained. 2 turns till that's done. We're What can we get in Black Keter? Dwarven culture is going up here. Let us go for... Maybe some barracks, actually. Go for the barracks. Right. Dane is here. He was going towards Erebor. Yes, he was. I will actually change my mind and go south to Eredluin because they are trying to attack us by the looks of it, which I don't really want to happen. Okay, let's build the Ironmongers, which means that unit is free. Scallon's built brewery, which means you get a culture in. Lovely, lovely stuff there.
Aye, noble sire.
Tired of ordering your own forces about, eh?
Kind of am, in all honesty, because I know you're going to attack me. Let's stop building that a second then, just to get a unit in here. Just cavalry could help us in the defense, so we get them in. And again, just another end turn. Get a spy to move around here. It's not good, is it? Not good at all. Agents attacked it. Yeah, that's fine. Gift. Ooh, money. Thank you. Thank you very much. Why is
Your honor.
Oh.
Yes, sir.
Oh, they have taken it as well. Let's try and get an alliance with them.
Proposition? No, we cannot quite.
If I go for
Open to further plans.
1,000 for 5 turns.
Seer, another most reasonable proposal, we hope.
We need this alliance. 2,000 for 3 turns.
No, we cannot quite accept this. A pleasure.
Okay,
noble
we're gonna have to maybe earn a bit more money and pay them off in one big lump sum.
Aye, sire.
Cathalicos built the practice range to get some more crossbows, which we will straight away send over to Thorin's Halls. Buzra-Dum has built that, but they're already intact now, which is kind of a bit annoying. And then Fyros has built that, and they're going to get pig farming. Wow, look how much money. 440 for pig farm. That is a ridiculous amount of. That is really, really cheap. That is just very cheap.
Aye. Onward.
Oh, you've done something wrong here. Right, you can retrain them. Next turn, we get the next tier of barracks, which will get us some excellent little units coming in. Stone. Wow, that is super cheap. Why is it so cheap? Everything is so cheap now. Ah, it's because it's the first tier of it, that's why. I was thinking, I was like, oh, why is it so cheap there? We go for that, actually. That is going to get us some bit more income. Again, nothing else I can do. I hope I can win at Buzra-Dum, because that is going to... Losing that will be quite a bit of a blow to our economy. Should really look to try and get this upgraded as quick as possible. If we build all this stuff in, that'll increase it to 2% growth. Even then, it's probably going to take us about at least 60 odd turns to upgrade. Okay, that's all I can do for now. Again, let us just move on. The corruption, fantastic. This is, I say that, it's not at all, this is awful. It has been a year to the day since the silent emissary parted our company. It is now clear beyond any doubt that he was a servant of Sauron, and the rings he offered are 3 of the 7 dwarven rings of power. As before, they have worked a dark and sinister devilry over the mountains. Greed, envy, and mistrust have taken hold in the hearts of many. Brothers are at each other's throats. People are holding treasures, and brawls and fights are now daily occurrences. This domestic trouble is only a pale shadow on the real problem, however. Grinfarn and his Grimborn loyalists have now convinced thousands of dwarves that the elves and the simple folk of Eredor are sneering at us once again, mocking us, and they sit on top of ancient dwarven treasure. He rallies the people against even our kin, crying out, "Where is Erebor's help for us to reclaim our ancient hold of Buzra-Dum?" You have Buzra-Dum, what are you on about? Why will they not spare troops to help reclaim the treasures of Belagost? It will not be long before he convinces our people that all at war with all is the only way to secure Dwarven safety. Okay, so in a few turns, maybe I noticed someone commented about the vaults a few episodes ago, and maybe I have to wait until the Scribbon script kicks in before I can build it, because I was looking and I can't actually build it. Flowing Souls built that, fantastic, look at that. Ridiculously good unit. Get them in straight away, and that. Gurzanur, get that in as soon as possible. Pith and Lund's built that. You can now retrain that. Okay.
My lord, my lord.
Will you...
What is it you wish to talk about?
That was almost...
Well, that was uneventful. Can I be of service?
Are we still got trade with the Shire? Yes, we do.
Good day to you.
Bilbo himself.
Of course, sire. That's not...
I will only address you in battle.
Okay, next thing they'll probably try and siege us, which is going to be a bit of a pain. But I'm sure I can do something about it. Let's move on again. We should probably look to get some better armor in here. Stone, we'll definitely get that in as soon as possible.
Aye, sire.
Right, we've got some more infantry.
Forward.
More pikes is good, but we have no range, which is coming just from Garth Heligoth. We do need some more ranged units, because it's going to help us a hell of a lot in the defense. Let's maybe look to get the grain back, actually. Oh, Jesus, they do not like that, do they?
Aye,
Right.
my liege.
Maybe I can at least send his troops back to Garth Heligoth
Move out.
to
We
maybe
march no
retrained. I think
further today.
13 tints isn't bad at all, actually. Maybe we'll be lucky enough to get that in.
My king.
Okay, enough of that for this turn. Let's just move on again and probably get the siege of Buzra-Dum underway. Okay. Quite good. The clansmen, the cavalry would deal with that easy enough, but the Edinvaugh Woodsman is a bit of a different kettle of fish there. So let's just jump into it and see if we can. Let's just get our general all the way back to the town square. As we know, that is the way to play this settlement because of the morale, how the morale works in this game. Right, get them outside. Right, we need to probably go for the general first, try and get morale. Destroy the morale. I should have put timer on, even though it would have been a bit cheesy. I think it would have helped us quite a lot to do that. Oh, they're such a good unit against cavalry. They just completely rinse them. Have the little pike animation. Look at that. We can't do anything against that. Just try and get as much damage done as possible before they break in. We can at least take out their clansmen. They're all like hidden.
The enemy are battering down our gates.
Come on, get rid of them. That's one unit down at least. Right, they're going to try and counter us, which is fantastic. Go on, keep going.
Lord, the enemy are battering down the gates.
Pray something changes in the course of
Ah,
battle,
no.
for defeat
No,
seems
no,
almost
no, no.
certain.
Damn it.
Lord, only half our force remains.
Yeah. It's maybe game over.
Curses!
What I'm going to do, I probably will skip it until the battle kicks in, because this is going to be a bit long of just me waiting for them to get to my town square. Okay. Okay, here we go, here we go. Maybe in hindsight I could have kept my Dwarven units.
The Lord. Our enemy
I mean,
has
the morale is
command
quite
of
low
the
actually, which is quite good. Just probably try and get a round off on my general unit, which is the smartest thing to do. Give morale somehow. And that unit is completely destroyed now, which is fantastic.
Stand strong, my bearded friends. Now is the time.
Poke down. Hopefully you can at least take out one of them. But I think this is going to be just it for the rest of this battle. So probably just skip to the end and see what happens, unless something really interesting happens.
Lies dead.
Oh, as I say that, he goes down. That could change things.
Let our swords have his men. Our general lies slain upon the battlefield.
Oh, there we are. That is the battle pretty much
Pray
done now.
something changes in the course of
Do you know what, I think if I had timer
battle.
on,
Defeat seems
I would
almost certain.
have won this just by cheating up the time. I might actually put that on because I think the time limit does make the battles a bit more interesting. Not just for the exploit thing, but it puts a bit of pressure on you to actually play the battle. Awesome, these units, yeah, they're still going. After all this time, they're still going. They're absolutely tanking it. Problem is like, because they got the little pike animation, it's gonna they can't really do much. Aaron Von Woodsman is one of those units, much like for example the Wolf Pikemen. I watched recently Izzy's video, and the Wolf Pikemen utterly destroyed his force. Aaron Von Woodsman are one of those units that have the same sort of ability where the AI use them so effectively compared to how the player. Like, I was thinking, if I used them, they would be rubbish, but when the AI used them, they just do so well. And I think it's simply just down to the animation they do.
For defeat seems almost certain.
And there, that's battle done. One dwarf. Getting bullied there. And he's gone down. There we are.
Next time it will be our foe that sups from this most foul cup.
No, they didn't do that well. I think it's because but again, the unit they had just stopped them from getting really close to them. But there we are, that's a shame. Buzra-Dum has fallen. I don't know what we're gonna do now. Maybe we should. Maybe I might leave and have it for now, just so that the AI can build it up a bit more for me. So when I come back and take it, it's going to be an excellent little region for us. But we need to concentrate more on our home regions and defending those. So let's just jump back to the campaign map. If I can get that in action, I will. We're claiming our relics. Oh, okay, so it's much like the runic script. Dwarves of Nogrod and Belegost crafted many things of renown in ages past. Dwarven skill to work the metal and craft armor and weapons of outstanding quality is well known. With the destruction of Beleriand and our cities of Belegost and Nogrod, our clans migrated to other dwarven settlements in Middle-earth, where they and their descendants continued their crafts. The Blue Mountain Splendor slowly declined as no help came to us from others. Then Longbeard had to flee Khazad-dûm because of Durin's bane. They established other realms in the east, but they too soon were abandoned or taken from them by orcs and dragons, until ultimately some of them returned to the Blue Mountains to start anew. For nearly 6,000 years, no help from others came and claimed Blue Mountains as their own. But the tide is changing, and our clans are rising in power again. With the gifting of the rings, we again have means to make Blue Mountain's kingdom as splendid as it was in the days of Belagos and Nogrod. There are relics of our ancestors scattered across the Middle Earth. We should go and claim them back, as they are rightfully ours. The dwarven blade Narsil held by the Dunedain, the dragon helm of Dor Lomin resting in Turin's grave on Tol Moren, and horn of the Mark, known also as Earl's Horn, who is in the possession of the Rohirrim in Edris, should be again in dwarven hands, and with them we will return to days of old glory. Claimant Narsil, okay. The sword was forged during the First Age by the famed dwarven smith Telchar of Nogrod. In the Second Age, Narsil was an heirloom of the descendants of Elros, the first king of Numenor. Although nothing is said of Narsil during this period, it eventually came into the hands of Elendil, a distant descendant towards the close of the Second Age. Elendil carried Narsil in the Battle of Dagorlad, where it shone with the light of the sun and moon, and then in the siege of Barad-dûr, but Sauron killed him, and the sword broke in 2 pieces under him as he fell, and its light was extinguished. Elendil's son Isildur took up the sword and used its shard to cut the One Ring from the hand of Sauron. Isildur took the shards home with him. Shortly before Isildur was killed in the 2nd year of the Third Age in the disaster of Gladen Fields, the shards were rescued by Otar, esquire of Isildur. He took them to Rivendell, where Isildur's youngest son, Valindil, was fostered, but Elrond foretold that it wouldn't be forged again until the One Ring was found again and Sauron returned. The shards of Narsil were one of the heirlooms of the kings of Arnor, and after the Northern Kingdom was destroyed, they remained an heirloom of the Rangers of the North. We should send a diplomat to the Dunedain Center of Fennes Durin and request that the blade return to its rightful owners. They're gonna say no, though, won't they? Let's be funny. Farmer Gothel's built that. Fantastic. With the culture so good, we should look to get the practice range in. Oscaron has built the steelworks, which is fantastic. Get the healer's post in. Furos has built the pig farm. Furos is going to be our lovely little moneymaker in the north. Buzra-Dum taken. Okay, yeah, we are going to have to leave it for now, just until things have to pick up a bit. See if I can get a ceasefire with them, though, at least. Because I don't want them pushing into our lands. There's a ceasefire. I just want a ceasefire.
I must say we are
okay, so they're scripted to be at war with me, which is a bit of a shame. Noble death. Thorin is killed. Not another Thorin of the Blue Mountains. God. Interesting to see that we are good relations with Isengard and the Goblins of Misty Mountains.
Awaiting your command. You have a proposition.
Again, just rejected. We might have to offer them quite a lump sum of money to be able to get that.
My king. Onward. We've marched our limit. Aye, my liege.
I also realised that the Rings of Power can be given to other generals because
Setting a vigilant watch here.
Grinfarn has 3 Rings of Power, just under the name of Rings of Power. So I could probably give one of them to Grain. My brain is completely scattered there. Yes, Grain will definitely be getting one because that'll increase him even better than what he is now. Anyway, enough of my awful reading and babbling on. Let's just end the turn and see what happens next turn. I think before I do though, I think for the quest here, we have to get a diplomat over there. And oh no, it's this island here. That's what it is. And he gets the helm here. Okay, let's move on again then. Khan stands to Mordor. Ooh, so Evan's going bad in this one. Fieri, Yeah, do you know what? We'll take him, and he's going to be the governor of Gothel. Active guild, yeah. Try and get that as soon as possible. He goes here.
Making camp here, good sire.
He goes here.
Aye. Forward. We march no further today. Aye,
You're
good sire.
here.
An honor, my lord.
Okay, they don't mind that. It was fantastic.
Lord, sire.
He's going to come back to Thorin's Halls.
The glory.
The Dwarven army here is going to go into there
Move out.
and be retrained if it can be. No, it can't.
Aye, sire.
8 turns. Maybe best then to go into this region
Aye, sire.
instead.
March. That'll do him today, sire.
Now we have Q stalled, which is understandable. Baquette has built the garrison quarters, which has allowed us to get some more units. Let's get a pipe wall in actually. Get some more free units. Goes Nord. They're going to go for the Ironmongers here. Maybe get another free unit in this settlement as well. And get the Firebeard Warriors into Thorin's Halls. And they'll be able to defend it pretty easily, I think. Okay, again, nothing I can do.
Your honor.
We shall listen to your proposal.
I don't understand why
but
they're
do not expect much.
so against
No,
it.
we will not agree to this
I think it's actually very generous for them to be able to be like, yeah, that's fine.
Here, sire.
Go to Venus Durin then.
His journey is over, sire.
I think I have a lot more time than I thought I did. I thought it'd be like in as soon as it kicks off, it's like, right, you have 5 turns and you've got to defend Thorin's Halls, but it doesn't seem to be the case, which is pretty good.
Aye. My king.
There's no forts nearby, is it? That's 3 turns away. Maybe
Aye.
get them in there for
My
now,
king. Move out. We've
just so that I
marched our
have
limit,
some
my
extra
lord.
free income. That he's gonna go over here.
We march no further today.
Yeah, try and get them in because that's gonna save us 1,100 a turn, which means we can build a lot more before anything happens.
Your will, my lord.
Cavalry unit. What will they do? I think they'll go and join this one over here actually.
Onward. We've marched our limit.
Okay, let's move on again then. I'll probably end the episode soon because it's been quite a long one. It won't be as long for you watching because I'm going to cut a lot out, but it's been quite a long one. So Blue Wizards, Lord, rumours have reached us that at long last the Blue Wizards have moved against the Khan of Khan himself. A hard-fought battle was waged for the capital and the heart of the land. The free peoples hope the Astari will succeed, while the Shadow prays that the Inquisitor shall carry out his role as the executor of the Blue Wizards. Yeah, that's fine. Q stalled. Yeah, I know. We do get the 2 new units in, which is fantastic. Let's try and go for a bigger... Go for that, actually. Go for that. Get that in. They're going to cost us quite a bit, aren't they? 400, 4, 5.
My king. Aye. My king. Move out.
Try and
Glory
save as
to
much
the
time as
king.
possible for as long as possible.
Victory, sire. Aye, lord.
Right, you're coming south.
Forward. An honor.
You're in here making us a bit more money. They are in there.
Onward.
Probably be quite a few turns before we can do anything. We can retrain them here, so let's just actually get them straight down to
Aye, sire.
Thorin's Halls
My king.
to join the
Move
defence.
out. That'll do him today, sire.
Thorin's Halls has built the Stoneworkers Hall, which is fantastic. Okay, again, let's just end our turn after moving grain back to Thorin's Halls as well.
Making camp here, good sire. Aye.
Uh-oh, that's not good, is it?
At a constant watch, the enemy lays siege.
Quite cool armor, isn't it? Not a cool situation though. We do need to. We want to keep on the towers, but that will be saved for the next episode. So, thank all again for watching. Please consider liking, subscribing, leaving a comment. I will be happy to respond to anything you want to say. It's been a bit of a backwards episode, but we are making progress in the defense of Thorin's halls, which is just what we need to look to do for now. I probably need to counter at here because they are the clans of Enevath are really pushing me heavy now. But yes, thank you again for watching, and I will see you all in the next one.